All right, and welcome back to season 7 of our show. And today, it's chicken wings. And who doesn't like chicken wings? We're frying them up and grilling some up with 2 spectacular sides. Let's show you how to get it done. So check out what we have here. We got some gorgeous chicken wings, chorizo sausage. Now we're using this chorizo sausage to go along with our cauliflower. So we're doing a cauliflower dish with that chorizo sausage, and we're making one spectacular potato salad. So we're gonna take our wings, let's get them over here, and in the basket they go. Let's get some salt on these. So in with our salt first. Now I usually go on with the salt first. Now I salted these already overnight, so I'm just going with a little touch more. If things are gonna sit in your refrigerator longer than you expect, salt them. Because if you salt them, it guarantees the freshness. They'll last in your fridge about 3 to 4 days more before expiring than what you have that night. So if you need to stretch them out a couple of more days, just salt them up. And that's a trick that is used in the restaurant business. All right, so we're gonna get a little bit more rub on here. And what's in this rub is garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of oregano, some thyme. And this is gonna bring out a lot of flavor in this chicken with this seasoning. We're gonna get these guys stirred up. And that's it. So just like that. Now I'm not gonna oil these or anything. I'm gonna leave them like this. And I'm gonna show you a really good binder to put on here right before we're about to fry them. And right before we're about to grill them. We're gonna get the maximum flavor out of these guys. So I'm gonna put these in the fridge and we're gonna meet you right back here. So stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, it is day 2. We let that chicken rest overnight, and now it's time to make a gorgeous potato salad. We're showing you a very beautiful tricolor potato salad. Let's show you how to get it done. So right here I have 8 Idaho potatoes. They're peeled and clean, and this is how I cut them. I took them, I cut them in half like that, and then right down. Now we're using a pressure cooker today and putting them in the pressure cooker because we want to save some time. So we're going about 18 minutes in the pressure cooker, because they're gonna come out much better than when you will boil them. Because the pressure cooker always works better than boiling them in the pot. It keeps the flavor in there, and they're gonna hold together and not just boil out. All right, so we got them in there, and we're gonna add some nice fresh water to them, right up to the potato, and there we go. So we're gonna lock on, about 20 minutes in here. We're gonna pull them out and show you the rest of this recipe, so stick around, don't go anywhere. Okay, our potatoes are out of the pressure cooker. It's time to get them jazzed up. Let's show you what to do. So there's 3 parts to this recipe. Number 1, we got them cooked. Number 2, I'm showing you right now. So we're gonna go in some salt. Now you wanna do this when they're still warm. We're gonna just give them a little stir here. The reason why you wanna do it when they're still warm is they're gonna absorb everything. You want a decent amount of salt in here. It's salt and vinegar. That's gonna bring out all the punch in this. Looks like a lot of vinegar, but it's really not. You want the potato to absorb all that lovely vinegar. So we got the vinegar in there, and get it soaked down into the potato. And as the potato absorbs all that vinegar, we're gonna go in with an onion. Now you're gonna use this side, so here we go. So just like that, I'm gonna get this grated up. We're gonna cool them down and chill them out. Put them back in the fridge, and then we're gonna meet you back here and show you the last part of this, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Okay, potatoes are cooled down. Let's finish it off. So now what we need to do is we need to make a dressing for these potatoes. So vinegar. We're gonna go in with a little bit more of that vinegar, just right into the mayo. We're gonna smoothen this mayo out. Otherwise it's not gonna go in very smooth, and then it's gonna mess up all those beautiful potatoes. So just smoothing it out, and we're adding that nice vinegar flavor to it at the same time. So get it nice and smooth and creamy. Just like that. That might need just a tad more, just a hair. And now that's pretty much where I want it. Let's bring in our potatoes. And we're going to go right in. Make the amount yours, feel it out to the ratio of potatoes you have. And always go under then over. Because if you go over, you can't take it back. But if you go under, you can always add a little bit more. And you can refresh it right before you're about to serve it. So there we go. And now we're just going to give this a stir. Just fold it in as we go. It's just going to get real light and creamy on you. All right, so now as we're folding, we said tricolor, right? So put your colors in. These are bell peppers. And look how nice that looks. The perfect summertime potato salad. I think we'll stop about there. Just make the colors even. And you don't want to overmix. And that looks about right. I think I want some more color. So let's go in. Why not, right? And I think that's going to do it for us. All right, so let's slide this to the side and bring a bowl in. Because we got to go into our bowl, right? And now we're just going to get this in. Doesn't that lay down beautiful? That's what you want. All right, so let's just give this a quick shake. Shake it down. I'm gonna add some more at the top just for color. There it is. Let's go in with a little black pepper. Just to bring out the contrast of the white. And we're gonna add a touch of peppery flavor at the end in here. This way when you jump into it, you get a good bite. And these are a large gauge pepper. They're about half splits. All right, so there we go. And then we're just going to garnish with a couple of twigs of parsley in here on each side, just like that. Maybe a little bit more on this side, just to balance. And there you have it. You're good to go. Take a look at that. Let's just spin this around. And in the fridge it goes. But before it goes, I'm gonna take a little taste of this right off the spoon. And that's spot on. All right, we're gonna clean up. We'll meet you back here and get that chicken on the grill. So stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, so now we finished our potato salad. It's time to cook some wings. Let's show you how to get this done. So I separated these chickens up into two different batches. I have the chicken for the grill and I have the chicken for the fryer. There's no difference. They both have the same seasoning. And by the way, I put a touch of paprika in there. That's why you see a little red in there. All right, so starting with the grill first, we're going on with a little avocado oil. So you saw the seasoning, and now we're just gonna oil them up, and that's it. So just get these guys oiled up, just like that. Not too much. And you always want to oil your food, never oil the grill, because you'll just catch it on fire and it's going to be a mess. So off to the side with that. So we're going in with mustard. This is going to be your binder. This way we got a nice binder on here to hold the flour. We'll just give that a stir. Now if you don't want to use mustard, you can also use just plain vinegar. It works just as well. And just give that a stir. All right, so the vinegar is going to bring in the tanginess if you decided to go with straight vinegar and not use mustard, and you'll achieve the same thing. Slightly different batter on the outside, but pretty much, in essence, the same exact thing. All right, so we got this done. I'm gonna take this glove off and out onto the grill we go, so stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, so we're putting these wings on, and I'm gonna show you a very special grill of mine. Check this little grill out. This is what I take with me over to friends' houses. I mean, it's real tiny. I got it sitting on top of my bigger Weber, but this little thing cooks. It's called the Weber Go Anywhere Grill. And I go everywhere with it. It's a great little grill. Can't complain with this thing, 50 bucks too. So how do you go wrong with a Weber for $50? You don't. So I got about 14 chicken wings here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. See that? You don't sleep on this little guy. He holds a lot. All right, we're gonna meet you back here, turn these things and cook them up and show you what we got. Stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, so I have been periodically turning some of these over. But pretty much you don't have to babysit this grill at all. It'll cook on its own, look at that. And you're not burning up anything. Now these grills come with a porcelain grate. And the grate is beautiful because it rinses right off. It's almost like an oven. Now I don't get any money to say anything about Weber, because Weber's Weber, but I just like to hook you guys up and let you know when there's something good out there. And last time I checked, they were $50, so I don't know how much they are now. You guys are gonna have to go on the internet and find out. All right, so there we go. Look at that. We're coming along mighty fine. All right, we're gonna meet you guys back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, time to check on these guys. Look what we got here. This little grill is a beast. She cooks. And this is a gas grill, by the way. And I have it hooked up to a very large propane tank, but it comes with small propane tanks as well. And it's great for an apartment. So you guys live in an apartment, check this one out. That's what I'd have. All right, I'm gonna put these on low, cover them up, and we'll meet you back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, time to get them off. Look at these guys. I mean, that was a family pack. These wings are looking right. See? Big doesn't always mean better. This little grill can cook. So a lot of times when you guys are out here, look for quality things and not the size. So you get this big old grill and this big gigantic grill can't cook. What good is it? I'll put this one back on. I don't like that, just for a couple of seconds. And that's that. So we're looking right. All right, let's get inside and show you what else we got going on. Don't go anywhere. Okay, our wings are off the grill, and nothing is better than wings off a grill than hitting them with some beautiful barbecue sauce, and under the broiler we go. Let's show you how to do that. All right, so here's our wings, and here's a barbecue sauce. Use your favorite barbecue sauce, whatever it is that you love, use it. We got some vinegar here, apple cider. We're gonna go into the barbecue sauce with a little vinegar. This is just gonna loosen it up. So if you guys are dealing with a barbecue sauce that's quite on the thick side, you want to get it loosened up, use the vinegar. It's going to bring in a lot of tang also too, and give your ordinary barbecue sauce some brightness. I'm going to use some more because we want this a little on the loose side. So there you go. See how it just loosens it up? And if you add water, you lose flavor. So now you don't have to sacrifice any flavor. We're going in with a little red crushed chili flakes. You don't have to use this. This is just what I use. So please make it yours. Just like that. Now to this you can add garlic powder, onion powder, any spices that you want. Make the barbecue sauce yours. And then end with our wings. And we're just gonna mix them up in here. Now you could do two things. You could put them in the broiler now, or you could wait. Leave them right in here. And then right before you're about to serve them, under the broiler they go. And you'll have yourself some spectacular chicken wings. But get them in here while they're hot, so they absorb all that flavor. If they're cold, they don't get a chance to absorb. So make sure everything that you put in barbecue sauce is hot. There it is. And you can just smell them already. All right, so they're nicely coated. Now what I like to do to get them under the broiler, I have a tray here. Now I line this with some foil. And I'll just take my wings and I'll get them on the tray. And make sure they're elevated because the barbecue sauce is going to burn if you don't. It'll stick to the tray and you won't have such a luxurious wing. So get them on like that. And there you have it. Now these can actually cool down, and then right before serving, stick them under the broiler, hit them with a little blast of heat, and you're right in time to serve with everything else without eating cold wings. And there you have it. All right, we're gonna meet you right back here. We got some veggies to show you, and then we're going in with our fried wings, and we're gonna plate up. We're gonna show you how to bring this whole meal together, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, so now our chicken wings are complete. They're ready to go underneath the broiler. No meal is complete without a nice vegetable dish. Let's show you some cauliflower. So this dish is called cauliflower and chorizo. So we have our chorizo sausage here, and the first thing you want to do, I'm just going to cut up the sausage. You can leave them whole, but they look much better, and they'll present much better when they're cut up like this. So get all these guys cut up. I'm just going to do two at a time right here. I started cooking this years ago, and I haven't quit. And our sausages come from a Argentinian store in Florida. And sometimes we'll visit and we'll stop in and we'll help them out, and we'll buy these nice sausages from them. And they don't do mail order, so you got to be in Florida to get them. All right, so let's just move those over here. And this is our last one. And just like that we go. All right, so here's some oregano. You're gonna need some fresh oregano. The cauliflower, we cut it up into pieces like this. Fresh onion and garlic. Bell pepper, we got green, and we got a couple of specks of yellow in there just for color and some brightness. Salt, olive oil, and a pan. Onto the stove we go. All right, so we got our chorizo in, and we're using olive oil. I'm going in with our onions, our peppers, our garlic, all of them. We're gonna let these slowly cook down with that nice chorizo. See that? And just turn it over, and then to let everything brown up nice. There you go. Just keep it on medium. You're gonna cook this down for about a good 8 to 10 minutes. And then we'll show you what to do from there, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, 8 minutes in, we're just about to put our cauliflower in. Fresh oregano, so we're going in with a touch of that. Right in. And we're gonna give it a stir. Just toss that right in. So just like that, we're gonna let that cook down for a couple of minutes until all that garlic smell comes out and all the oregano smell permeates the air. And then we'll meet you right back here. Don't go anywhere. All right, we got some nice color on everything. Everything is nice and caramelized, so let's give this a quick stir, and then we're going in with our cauliflower. Get it all in there. We're gonna give that just a quick stir, just to incorporate everything in. There we go. So now we're gonna let this cook down for just a little bit. Just like that. Let's get a splash of the white wine. Deglaze that pan. It's also going to bring some moisture in here, just like that. And it's also going to help steam off the cauliflower. So there you go. Put the lid on, cook it until the cauliflower is tender. Should take you about 8 to 10 minutes on low. So stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, we got our grilled wings done. Now we're showing you how to do our fried wings. So here are those beautiful wings with the mustard that we put in. So here's some sifted white flour, garlic powder, and onion powder inside there. A touch of salt because you have to season your flour. Make it yours. Let's get these wings in. Now I'm dropping in a couple at a time because we have to fold the wing. I'm going to show you how to fold them up and get them onto the tray. Now you can close the lid and shake these, but you can just move them around right in the flour, and that mustard's going to pick up everything on here. So let's just get them over, shake them off, and just get them onto the tray. That's it. That easy. So get them shook off. You're going to fold the wing. Just cross it and go over. And sometimes if you knock off the flour, just put it back in and go like that. And you're back to where you started from again. Don't let these sit too long. So as soon as you do this, just get them in. Give them like 10 at a time or whatever your fryer can hold. And don't let the rest of them just sit out, because they'll dry out. And then the batter is going to fall off and it's not going to be a very pleasant wing, so don't do that. All right, we're going to get this done up and meet you on the stove, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're about to fry up these wings 375 degrees, but first, take a look at this. That's looking right. Now I'm going to take this off the stove and stick it over here so I can get some room in here to fry my chicken, because that's done. All right, drop them in. There's no basket. You get the maximum amount of depth without a basket. But for you guys that are unsure, use the basket. Basically, a basket would hold about 6 of these. Without the basket, you're going to hold 10. That's how that goes down. Watch your bubbles. They start getting to the top. Take a break. Let them calm down. And then get in more chicken. This guy should take about 12 minutes to fry. We'll meet you back here. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, I just want to show you how this is coming along. Look at the bubbles. They're not going crazy. They're going nice and easy. Look at this. Let's just give this a lift and show you that. Look at that. It's looking right. I still need some more time on the clock. All right, we're going to meet you back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, so I started pulling this chicken. I'm pulling the ones that look nice and golden. First in, first out. That's how you want to do that. So the ones in first are the first ones out. All right, let's pull this guy out. Drain it real good. Look at that. So not all of them come out at the same time. And go by color. I don't ever use a thermometer or a temperature gauge. You know at 375 degrees. Anything after 12 minutes, this is definitely done. Then you're just going on color. And that's how I do it. So you never need a temperature gauge for this. All right, I'm gonna pull these and meet you guys right back here onto the chopping block and put this meal together. Stick those other wings in the oven, warm those up, and we're ready to eat. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, last stop on this train, under the broiler, these chicken wings. 5 minutes. We'll meet you right back here onto the chopping block. Stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, and here we are, season 7's chopping block. Fried chicken wings, grilled chicken wings, chicken 2 ways, with a couple of gorgeous sides. Let's show you what we got. Look at this spread. Can't go wrong with fried chicken wings, can you? And you can't go wrong with grilled barbecue wings. See what that broiler on top of that does to that nice sauce? So now they're truly barbecue wings. Take a look at that potato salad. That looks fun. Looks delicious. And last but not least, the cauliflower with the chorizo. I've made that a few times. You guys are gonna love this. Let's get into it. Bring in a plate and a bowl. Let's plate up with some chicken. Let's go for a couple of these wings each. I think we'll do 2 of each, right? Show you guys what we got going on here. Let's spin this around and clean up this plate. There we go. And then we're going to put a little potato salad on this plate. Well, let's get some of this nice creamy potato salad here. Looks very inviting, doesn't it? You know, every time I put this out, if there's kids around, I love it. The colors are intriguing for kids. So if there's kids that don't like potato salad, they'll love this one. All right, let's get a little bit more on top. There it is. I think you're even going to put an extra wing on that plate, just to fill that little hole. And there it is. Time to get into the cauliflower. All right, check out this cauliflower. So we kind of just let the cauliflower steam off in here. So you'll cook it, and then you're just going to let the cauliflower steam the rest of the way. And this way you get a perfect cauliflower. There it is. I'm just going to turn it back this way so you guys get to see what I'm looking at. All right, let's give this a shot. Let's try that chicken wing. Those wings are way over the top. We fried those in lard. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, there was lard inside that pot. Non-hydrogenated is the way to go. And that chicken will be spot on for you every single time. All right, let's try that barbecue chicken. I want to show you guys something. Take a look at this chicken wing. Now this is a chicken wing that I bit into, and look at the bone. You don't see any red or bruising of that bone, and that's the way you want to buy your chicken. If it's red on the outside, you're going to see a red mark on the inside, and it's not because it's not cooked or anything else like that. The chicken was bruised, and it's bruised down to the bone. And that's not a very good chicken to buy. You see these chickens in the bag, and they're all beat up and bruised up. Looks like it's been through a horrible fight with another chicken and lost. That's not the way you want to do that. All right, let's try this wing. That chicken tastes so classically old-fashioned. It's an excellent way how to do the chicken, especially if you stick it under the broiler and it gets that nice char on top of it. It kind of changes the taste of the barbecue sauce. Excellent way to do it. Outstanding. Let's try those potatoes. Wow, that is one refreshing potato salad. You taste all the vinegar, the onion. It is phenomenal. That little peppercorn at the end just gives you a little bite. You can feel it on your tooth at the end. Outstanding. All right, last but not least, let's get into that cauliflower. Get a little chorizo in there. If you guys never had chorizo and cauliflower, it is the perfect match. The cauliflower picks up all the flavor from the chorizo. You can taste that little bit of oregano at the end, not too much, not too heavy, and the saltiness is perfect. And the sausages take it the rest of the way. All right, we're gonna get organized and we're gonna meet you guys right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, and there it is. 2 spectacular ways to have chicken wings. Fried and barbecued. Either way, they're excellent. And we threw down with a classic potato salad. Onions, garlic, vinegar, bell peppers. Beautiful dish. And right on side of that, an amazing cauliflower. Chorizo sausage, onions, peppers, garlic. Packs a lot of tremendous flavor. And like always, I hope you guys try that one. We thank you guys for coming. And with no further ado, gotta get that last bite of that winning chicken here.